how's it going, and welcome to another video. Alright, first video of 2022, baby, let's go. But I figured, it's a new year, I'm feeling pretty refreshed. Now would be a good chance to give you guys sort of an update. I don't really do a whole lot of update videos, mostly because there's not really a whole lot to update you guys on. I kind of just make stuff and put it out there, but I thought it'd be kind of a good way to start the year by just going over some future plans, some stuff I want to do, the kind of direction the channel is headed in. And I also wanted to say thanks for making 2021 a pretty damn good year, all things considered. Especially in the last sort of quarter, like half of the year with SMT 5 coming out, it kept me pretty busy making stuff, so glad to see all the new folks who either learned about the channel, because of SMT 5 or all the Persona 25th anniversary discussion. Persona 5 Strikers came out earlier in the year, so the Megami Tensei videos on the channel have done very, very well, which is to be expected. Like, that's pretty much, I guess, the main draw of the channel. I don't necessarily consider myself to be, like, a Megami Tensei channel, but that's what most of the videos end up being, and I wouldn't expect that to really change much in 2022. I still have a metric fuck ton of various, Megami Tensei Persona stuff I want to do. I really want to get back to making more of those Persona, social link and confidant videos. I really enjoy making those, just talking about these social links or confidants that are either maybe not that liked or a lot of people just don't even know they exist, and kind of just breaking them down and talking about either why I think people tend to not like them or why they don't really work that well. So I definitely plan on doing more of those. I have a whole file full of different characters and social links and confidants I want to talk about. It's a pretty good grab bag of confidants and social links that I think are genuinely good, some that I think are not great, some that are just barely talked about at all, so I would definitely expect more of those down the line. Demonology, I was really happy to see how, receptive people were to Demonology coming back. The new video was pretty long, so that one took a little bit more effort, I guess. Don't ever let a YouTuber tell you making videos is hard, by the way. And similar to the social and confidant thing, I have a laundry list of especially demons from SMT 5 that I really want to talk about. So I would expect new demonologies to come out on a semi-regular basis, probably one either every month or every 2 months. And beyond that, kind of just more SMT related videos in general, topics kind of talking about various lore elements of the series, character analysis, stuff like that. And more so on the Persona side of things, I really want to do more weird crack-headed Persona versus battles. One scenario that I've really wanted to do, I'm just not entirely sure how I'm going to go about it, like if I'm gonna get another guy to do it with me or what. That sounded kind of gay out of context, bro. But one I've definitely been thinking about doing for a long time is L from Death Note versus the Phantom Thieves. And on the flip side, we would also have the scenario which is Light Yagami versus the Phantom Thieves. So I think that would make for a really cool, interesting, kind of unorthodox battle. And on a related note, I would also expect probably more videos just breaking down and talking about how powerful characters from the series are. Maruki especially is a character I really want to talk about because Maruki is such a cracked out fucking character, so that should be a lot of fun. So yeah, obviously Megami Tensei stuff not going anywhere, but I would also say throughout 2022 probably expect a wider variety of series to be talked about, even though I've obviously pretty much always talked about just whatever I feel like it. Especially over the past few months, it's definitely been very Persona and SMT centric, and I'm hoping to kind of alleviate that throughout 2022 and have a much greater mixture of series that I talk about. I've especially lately wanted to do a lot more like retrospectives and I guess reviews on especially anime that was out either in the 90s or the 2000s, stuff that, at this point in my generation that kind of grew up with that stuff, we're getting pretty old. So a lot of us are really starting to get this kind of nostalgia bug for stuff that it doesn't feel like it came out that long ago, but it totally did. So I've got a pretty nice fat list of just different anime and games and stuff that I would really like to talk about pretty extensively. I don't want to make any specific promises because you never know, but some stuff I would really like to talk about include Serial Experiments Lane, Code Geass, which is one of my favorite anime ever. Ghost in the Shell is definitely a series I want to do a big retrospective on. Gunbuster Buster and Die Buster, and on the video game side of things, I really want to do a retrospective on the Vanillaware games. They're the guys who made Dragon's Crown and 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim Game of the Year, and just a bunch of other random shows that I stopped and kind of remembered off the top of my head and was like, oh yeah, that show. So look forward to whatever the hell I end up talking about. Got a pretty big list of just random stuff that I want to talk about at some point, so yeah, look forward to those eventually. One thing that I am changing, this is only a pretty minor change, is how the memberships are going to work. So up till now, the memberships for the channel has pretty much exclusively been a way to get access to the members only Discord server. And so basically now I'm making it so that there's two tiers. There's now the original inmate tier, which is $4.99 a month. That gets you access to the member server. But I'm adding a new perk and a new tier. So from now on, anybody who becomes either an inmate for $4.99 or a little inmate for $2.99 will get their username put in a thank you section at the end of every video. This is something that I was kind of debating about for a while, whether or not I should do that, because I've never really wanted the memberships to feel kind of intrusive to the videos. I've more or less always kind of thought of them as just being your way into the member server, but I figured this would be a good way to kind of show my thanks to people who want to support me financially, but maybe don't give a shit about joining the Discord, or the $4.99 a month is just a little too much. Like, times are especially pretty tough right now, so I figured the least I can do to show my appreciation to the people that are supporting me is to, you know, just include your username at the end of every video, and that will go into effect starting January 7th. So every video from that point on, if you're a member, at least in the little inmate tier, you'll see it. So just to clarify the difference, if you're a little inmate, then you get your username shown at the end of the videos. If you're just a regular sized inmate, then you get your name shown at the end of videos, and you get access to the member server. And that's another thing I would like to do is just more stuff in the member server. I especially want to do more movie nights with you guys. This Friday, January 7th, we are watching the original Ghost in the Shell movie. So if that interests you, become an inmate for $4.99, join the member server. And there's a bunch of shit I'd like to watch with you guys. You know, I think at some point we should watch all the Studio Ghibli movies. Not all in one sitting. That sounds horrific. But, you know, spaced out throughout the course of the year or something. But beyond that, what else is going on? Oh yeah, JoJo June. So for those of you who don't know, every 2 years on the channel we do JoJo June, which is basically just a month-long celebration of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, my favorite manga series. Crazy to think that this is the fourth one, god. Not sure if I should call it JoJo June 4, Fither is Unbreakable, or Diamond is Unfithable. Diamond is not Fith. Fith is not Crash. So many possibilities. But yeah, definitely JoJo June 4 will be happening. I'm not sure if it's going to be 2 videos a week or 3. We'll just have to see how many videos I can get made, but that should be a fun time. What else is there? Oh yeah, I also upload videos over on Odyssey. I figured it was probably a pretty good idea to just have a secondary platform of some kind, because YouTube sucks and is awful, and you never know when these crazy motherfuckers are just gonna decide, yeah, your channel is deleted actually. So it also works as just a backup of the videos. I have pretty much my entire back catalog on there. So if you want to support me on another site, I have my Odyssey linked in the description. Like I said, pretty much all the same shit gets uploaded at more or less the same time. You know, just an alternative platform for just in case. And yeah, that pretty much does it. Like, in the grand scheme of things, not really a whole lot is changing. Pretty much just business as usual. Lots of Persona and SMT stuff. Hoping to mix in some more videos about different series. Let's hope this year is good. But yeah, that has been the video. Thank you all so much for watching. See you guys next time.